How's it going? Kaki here. Welcome back to The Outer Worlds Part 42, also known as the finale, because today we are going to the end. I said in the last part that we would go to the end, and that was a lie. I said that with like 2 minutes left in the video. Something came up and I had to quit recording, basically. So I didn't get to finish the game like I wanted to. But I don't care how long it takes. This will be one part, I promise. This will be the finale. So we are going to finish this game today. So we're going to jump right into it because I have no idea how long it's going to take. So we're going straight to Tartarus. Named after its hellish atmosphere, Tartarus is where the board maintains a maximum security penal complex known as the Labyrinth. You are about to assault the Labyrinth on Tartarus, determine the fate of the Halcyon colony. If there's anything you would like to do before you enter the prison now, do it, or prison, do it now before you cross the point of no return. Would you like to continue? Absolutely. Would I like to save? I mean, sure. Why not? I guess. I have one, like, right there, too, but whatever. Here we go. This is crazy.
I am pleased to inform you that we have arrived at the Labyrinth. Please be advised that the punishment for trespassing is execution. Please be advised that electrical storms on the surface of Tartarus make departure impossible at this time.
So we're trapped here. Hard time. Another achievement. Do you know anything useful?
Resident count is as follows: 3,071. Resident deaths, including but not limited to executions, are as follows: 1,684. Resident escapes are as follows: 0. The interior can be chilly. Take a scarf with you, Captain.
Okay.
I would also ask that you leave your captain's ID with me, in the event that you do not return.
Promise not to leave without me.
I give the assurance that I will not leave with another captain unless you do not return within 876,541,652 hours. Oh, speak of the devil. Captain, I am receiving a transmission from the prison's docking authority now.
Attention, unauthorized spacecraft. This is a maximum security installation. Your presence here is an explicit violation of UDL corporate policy. You are hereby confined to your docking platform until a ticket detailing your crimes has been filed and notarized, at which point your vessel will be seized and you will be executed.
Wow, you get executed just for hanging up. Or for hanging out, I mean, just like, well, of all places to get arrested.
UDL does appreciate the courtesy you've done us by delivering yourself here. As a show of our deepest gratitude, we will make your execution quite swift.
Oh, shit. I don't have because I'm not in my crew.
Protocol is important, ma'am. The sentencing of one crime does not preclude the sentencing of another, technically speaking. Tartarus Docking Authority signing up. Hang on. Looks like you're gonna have company at the execution. Another ship just pulled into your dock.
Huh?
Wait, is that from the Groundbreaker? What the? Pay no mind to that. Just have a pleasant day.
Transmission terminated.
It's from the
How can I be of
Groundbreaker.
assistance? I'll be here.
Talk to you later, Ada. What's the ship from the Groundbreaker doing? Going to the docking facility. I've been running with Pravati and Felix. I think we're going to stick with it. Well. Do we... I don't know. Who do I go with? Definitely, you got to go with Pravati. I can't go with Sam because I can't use him because I'm afraid of robots. And then Ellie or Nyoka. Screw it. We're just gonna go. We're gonna continue with them. Oh, that's a cool picture. I like that. That's the labyrinth, I assume. That's really cool looking. Ooh. Combat drones. What was the ship behind me from the Groundbreaker? Yeah, that's from the Groundbreaker for sure. It says it right there. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, this thing's 3-round burst. Look at the Mardettes. Let's friggin' go. This is gonna be fun. Oh, I died. No, it won't be fun. It'll be fun after I don't die immediately because I'm standing out there. I forget I'm playing on hard mode all the time. Okay, take 2.
The captain did right by. The board will never own groundbreaker. Not one. Push on, Mardet.
Good job, Jun-Li. Now, I don't think I was ever able to finish... I don't think that I finished the quest where Jun-Li and... what's her name? Parvati, like, are dating. I don't think I was able to finish that. There was a lot of stuff I wasn't able to finish, but that's fine. It's a blind playthrough. I say that going in. I mean, I started this the night that the game came out, so I'm pretty slow, as you can tell. Die, you dog. Okay, take 3. We're gonna go into this one with the... I'm gonna go into this one with the shrink ray. Or not the shrink ray, the...
Captain did right by us once. The board will never own groundbreaker. Not while I breathe. Push on, Mardet.
Just gonna try and get them to kill as many of each other as I possibly can.
Stay down. Great. More paperwork.
Great, more paperwork. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. No! Take 4. We're gonna try and not mess this up.
The captain. The board will never own ground. Not while I breathe. Push on, Mardet.
Damn, dude, the Mardettes are actually really effective. You just stay out of everybody's way. Are they dead? Was that all of them? Oh shit. They're out there fighting. I'm in here doing nothing. That guy's the last one. Yeah, because he would have started shooting somebody when I mind controlled him. Damn, people, let's friggin' go. Let's go, gang. Ooh. Oop. I kicked a box. I'm sure you heard that. I'm sure that was very clearly visible, or audible. Look at that. Holy crap, that looks cool.
Somebody tossed this garbage off the airlock. I better take a look.
I just want to know, where are the iconoclasts? Because I helped them too.
How long we last on the surface.
This might be the loneliest place in the whole system.
It very well might be. Look at it. It's beautiful. Like in a terrifying kind of like Red Faction Armageddon kind of way.
Lead the way, boss. I got your back.
The Mardettes are gone.
Great work!
I love this gun. It's so good. I'm glad I found it. It's fantastic. God. Ah, that's why. He's got such heavy armor. That's why he can't.
Keep him quiet, Cap.
That's why he was such a pain. This is so cool. This game has been so much fun. It's been like a real good, you know, a breath of fresh air almost. You know, like the almost like Bethesda RPG genre. You know what I mean? After the kind of letdown, not a terrible game, but not a perfect one, or not a terrible game, but not a amazing one in Fallout 4, and then the huge letdown of like Fallout 76 and all that, and everything like that. So this has been a nice wave of just positive energy from that kind of group of games, not team, obviously. So yeah, so let's go to the pit. Last time I was in the pit, I was a slave. And I got like a buzzsaw thing. One of those, it was like a concrete saw, right? An asphalt saw. What do you call those? Oh no, this place looks like a prison. What's in here? Note from your favorite warden, please do not leave the perishables in here. We mark this as cold storage because we're starting to move pods in here. This is not an actual freezer. Next time I find a decomposing woolly cow box in here, I'm leaving it on the air conditioning intake for a week. Storage manifest. In were the sulfoxide containers or canisters. Out with straitjackets and ballistic vests. In hibernation chambers. Out indoctrination pamphlets. Forced pacification system refills. Hibernation chamber. Material storage and shipping containers. Huh. Ah. I'm not going to read all that. Okay. Yeah. All right. That was fun. Ooh. In. Huh. Confinement prisoner manifest. Or solitary confinement prisoner manifest, I mean. What is that? Retro rockets. I have no idea what those are. I'm going to take these mag logs. The Vermin 2. Oh, shit. I've never seen one of those before. Probably not going to have much chance to use it either. Because we're going to be using the mind control ray a lot, I feel. So people shoot each other. So the corporate commander got killed? Yeah, he's dead. Oh my god. The mind control ray is just cheating. Now they are repulsed by me, the board. Because I kill everybody. Oh, here we go. Up the pit. Oh, wow.
Get in there, troops. For Monarch.
Oh, yes!
Yeah, that's what you get.
Where are the iconoclasts? There they are. There's the iconoclasts. I was like, where are they at? Are those bastards, like, I did all that stuff and they aren't gonna, like, come and work with me? I wonder if it would be MSI and stuff if I had decided differently. Die. We are taking in-ray damage. That was a 7,000 experience enemy. Yeah, well, a bunch of them are dying now. From that in-ray damage. I'm pretty sure are just straight up our X-rays. I'm pretty sure they're like the same, or radiation. What are you doing, dude? Dude, look, I know, who would have thought? Not me. How did you not see us? You just get disintegrated. These guys are all worth like 4,000 XP. I guess that's not that much anymore, though. What's in here? Oh, shit. What's this? Oh. This is if you're being stealthy. Like if you have to break in here or something, but we're just shooting our way in and out. Well, hopefully out. I would really like it to be out. I don't know if there's anything like after the game. I don't know if after you finish the game, there's stuff to do. You know what I mean? My time to shine, buddy. Good job. Good job. The crowd did go wild, buddy. Got his ass. Alright. Where are we going? This is gonna be one of those like annoying last levels. Is it? Or am I close? Do not disturb when lights are on. Unseal the door. Is this Phineas? It's Chairman Rockwell.
Well, look who it is. I'll be damned. I was prepping the studio for our announcement, and here you are as a bonus. And I see you've brought the kid along. Babysitters may be expensive, but they're worth it, you know.
Yeah, keep talking, pal. I'll just keep thinking of a place to bury your body.
I had heard you'd taken a mechanic under your wing. What's the matter, girl? Couldn't find actual employment?
The captain's treated me right. Better than any of you bored folk ever have. I'm exactly where I want to be.
When you go off
We
and
stand.
get yourself shot, try to avoid taking one to the face. I'll want it recognizable to show to my citizens.
Chairman Rockwell, I
My
presume.
word. You've correctly identified the
Norman
most
fucking
recognizable
Rockwell?
man in the colony. Remarkable. It's a wonder what Phineas saw in you. Then again, he's an insane person. Thankfully, he's our insane person now. A proper company man. Yes, he is an extraordinarily obstinate fellow, isn't he? Fine, he isn't working for us per se. Semantics, he'll come around. But that's between us. As far as my adoring citizens will know, we've turned a dangerous crackpot into a working-class man.
Oh,
It's
come
a
on.
miracle.
He's a nice guy.
Oh yes, go on, wake them up, add more mouths to feed. That'll solve our starvation problems. I don't know what half-baked plans that simpleton in a lab coat has been leading you through, but it's done. It's over.
I don't know, man. I'm the one with all
Let
the
me ask you
guns.
something, Captain. Have you at any point thought about not fucking up our entire society?
Are you kidding me? We're out here trying to clean up your mess.
I'm making actual progress towards stabilization and recovery. You're just getting in the way.
You know, I wouldn't have to if you would be more cooperative about all this. You know, thought I hadn't honestly crossed my line. I'm just trying to help.
If I and my people can ride it out in luxury and happiness, yes, yes, I would. I don't know if you've noticed, Captain, but Halcyon's pretty much a lost cause.
They're resourcing some of the folks on the Hope. We could do a lot.
I'll admit, there's no shortage of talent in the scientists and engineers there. Look, I'm not an unreasonable man. If you manage to storm the castle, as it were, and make it out of here with Phineas alive, I can't exactly afford more havoc than you've already caused. Fine. If you survive, you'll need someone to sell the rest of the board on your plan.
Are you out of your mind? Rockwell's the biggest monster in Halcyon. You got any idea how many lives he's destroyed? How many people he's hurt? I've had enough. You even think about cooperating with this animal? And you and I are finished.
Yeah, I don't really want Rockwell here. I want to, like, wipe out the board. I want to completely destroy the board. Start a new government.
You're damn right it is.
If you're gonna place more faith on this brat than the chairman of the fucking colony, then there's no hope for you. Go get yourself killed. I've got work to do.
Oh, I don't have to kill him. I thought I did. Where am I going? I'm just going up to the top here? Yeah. Bro, y'all are so dead, you don't even realize it yet. That's fine, you don't have to. They just all kill each other. Don't even have to fight them. We're gonna just go up.
Ain't feeling jittery, are you? Because I'm not.
I mean, no, I'm excited.
I'm just real glad to know you all.
Oh, Pravati. Pravati, I love you guys, both of you. You're my best friends. Everybody on the crew is my best friends.
Captain, you have an uncanny talent for complicating my life. You've been working with Dr. Wells from the beginning. When we moved to arrest him, he was prepared. I lost good soldiers in the attempt. You've disrupted the balance of power. You've upset the natural order of things. You've introduced uncertainty, and there is nothing I despise more than uncertainty.
Well, then don't be a manager. Don't get into management, you idiot. It's over. Stand down.
I'm afraid I can't do that.
Okay, how?
To your credit, Captain, you are one of the colony's finest specialists. Your technical abilities are beyond reproach. For all your talents, you are the enemy of Halcyon, and therefore you are my enemy.
Huh. Here for Phineas, let him go.
You make a nuanced and compelling argument. Here's my rebuttal.
No.
No. Dr. Wells is being held in my custody. His cooperation will prove invaluable, even if I have to beat it out of him. All that's left to do is put down this riot, arrest you, and then get on with the bloody business of saving this colony.
Let's talk about
Fair
this.
enough. I'm giving you exactly one chance
Probably
to
not gonna have
parlay
enough.
with me.
Oh, no, I do. You don't want to die on Tartarus. I'm going to give you a chance to walk away.
Interesting that you think I'm going to die here. I believe I'm more than capable of taking you on.
I don't think you are.
Fair point. I don't know how you've managed to defy the odds. By every reasonable estimate, you should be dead. Yet here you stand. I've devoted my entire life to protecting Halcyon. I'm not afraid to die in the line of duty.
But the board's not worth dying for.
There isn't much of a board left, thanks to you. You've thrown this system into disarray. Cleaning up your mess will be the work of a lifetime.
I'm cleaning up your
You're
mess.
always an unknown variable. I tried to recruit you, but you threw your lot in with that madman, Phineas Wells.
Dr. Wells and I are both scientists. We believe Halcyon can still be saved.
I'm aware of Dr. Wells' plan. Revive some brilliant scientists and engineers from the Hope and work with them to save the colony. He's already revived you, after all. 50 or 60 years ago, I might have agreed with you. But we've passed the point of no return. The best scientists in Halcyon can't save us now.
Yeah?
I admire your drive, Captain. But I won't let you spoil my plans a second time. I haven't given up on the program yet. You've caused some complications, but I can improvise. I can fix this. I haven't lost control of the labyrinth yet. Our security system is still operational. I can still put a stop to you.
I don't think you can. Ah, see. I don't have the temperament or the intimidation.
Yes, I'm quite aware of your brazen act of corporate vandalism. By the way, those test
Yeah, I
subjects
know, I
you
saw.
killed,
I was there.
they died in agony.
Yeah, I saw that part.
My scientists assure me they can recover the data you've destroyed. You've succeeded in temporarily delaying our research. Nothing more.
Your scientists are lying to you, so their research. Any data you're collecting is wrong.
That isn't true. It can't be. You're trying to manipulate me. That experiment was absolutely essential to the program. My scientists assured me they were close to a breakthrough.
They were lying.
They gave me their word.
Yeah, because you're a scary boss lady.
Damn you. You are telling the truth. My scientists have been lying to me, and I was stupid enough to trust them at their word. We're going to have to start all over again. All that research, all those experiments. You've set us back decades. I don't see any reason to continue arguing with you. I know when I'm beaten. The only thing left to do is surrender with dignity. Congratulations, Captain. You've outplayed me. I accept your terms and will return Dr. Wells to your care. I just hope you've made the right decision.
Thank you,
The
Sophia.
fate of the colony is in your hands now. I bid you farewell, Captain.
Yep. Now she can live her life out in exile. Oh wow, look at all the pods. Those are the hibernation pods, aren't they? Where do I go now? I guess I go over here? Yeah. So I'm glad I don't have to fight her. Because I bet that would have been a pain in the ass. Oh look, is that the Hope, or is that the ship? That's cool though. I love the, like, design. Look at the pods. Oh, hell. Look at this place. Sophia's key.
You don't know how glad I am to see you. You must have said something to get under Akande's skin. She's gone, and I don't think she's coming back. And you lunatic, You broke into the board's own fortress just to rescue one doddering old man. You are absolutely out of your mind, and I can't begin to thank you enough.
What they do to you? Are you kidding? The board never stood a chance against me.
All in a day's work for you, huh?
Damn right, buddy.
You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. But there's still so much we have yet to accomplish. You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon. I'm afraid the situation is far worse than any of us ever anticipated.
What is it? What's wrong? I don't like the sound of that.
Earth has gone dark. We haven't received a single message in 3 years. There's been no communication, no signals, nothing. 2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or if they arrived at all.
Hold on, Doc. Are you telling me the Earth went dark 3 years ago, and the board's just been covering this up?
What the hell?
They've been incredibly effective at concealing the truth. Right now, the only people in the colony who know are standing in this room.
You mean we're all alone out here? Really
Like
alone?
really alone, yeah.
I'm afraid so, Miss
Oh my
Holcomb.
goodness.
Halcyon is the only home we have left. Returning to Earth is no longer an option.
Oh.
We're in serious trouble,
So we really
my
got to
friend.
figure this
Do
thing
you know
out.
what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose. We're entirely on our own.
We best get started,
yes, we
buddy.
Do. You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded where anyone else would have failed, including me. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds. And then we're going to fix this damn colony, one problem at a time. We're going to need a leader, and I can't imagine a better person for the job than you. What do you say, old friend? Will you help us?
Somebody has to run this colony. Yeah, you can count on me. You can count on me, Phineas.
I can't tell you how glad I am to hear that. When I revived you, I thought we were going to save this colony all by ourselves. But I was wrong. We can't save Halcyon on our own. We're all going to have to pull together, somehow. We are not a colony anymore. Our last connection to Earth has been severed. I don't know if we'll survive, but we're going to have to try our best.
Huh. Chaos on Tartarus leaves board in disarray. Anarchist destroyer utopian fortress. Oh.
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment she landed in Emerald Vale, her actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on. In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. As the colony struggled to survive, the inspirational story of the iconoclasts spread like wildfire, and Graham was able to bring many of the smaller Terra 2 townships into the fold. However, his zealous obsession with spreading the word blinded him to the needs of a growing organization, and the movement was unsustainable at scale. The iconoclast way seemed to work best, and ultimately petered out on Monarch. Sublight Salvage adapted to the changes in Halcyon, shifting their business model to suit the times. Their claims of legitimacy were scrutinized, but ultimately unquestioned. Lilia Hagen would continue to protect her family as ruthlessly as ever. The collapse of Edgewater left its workers bereft of any purpose in life. Most of them made their way to Adelaide McDevitt's camp, hoping to ingratiate themselves into her favor. Adelaide accepted only a few to her community. The rest were turned away and likely died of starvation. Nevertheless, Adelaide's camp grew into a well-established town. Adelaide McDevitt refused to cooperate with the ongoing effort to save Halcyon from collapse. A sympathetic deserter stole a copy of her research and delivered it to the Hope's scientists. It is unclear how useful Adelaide's research was. An optimistic estimate suggests her work may have bought Halcyon another few years of survival. Adelaide would never know. She died that winter. Under the leadership of Junlei Tennyson, the Groundbreaker held firm against corporate influence. The ship's mechanical stability gave Junlei the time to educate a promising generation of engineers schooled in her family's traditions. The future of the Groundbreaker looks promising. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs. It was a dark time indeed. Ellie savored her adventures on the Unreliable. Once they were done, she returned to life as usual, running missions of dubious legality, shunning respectable work, and living life to the fullest. She meant to reach out to her one-time captain, but she was always bad at keeping in touch. Life in Halcyon was sobering for Felix Millstone. The grand revolution he dreamed of never came. There was no great awakening for the colony, no celebrations in the streets. There was only the hard, desperate work of trying to repair a broken colony. Felix never had a head for numbers, but if there was labor to be done, he was there to help. Eventually, Felix realized that the work of a revolution was done with two hands. As much as he enjoyed his adventures aboard the Unreliable, the vicar, known as Max, eventually decided that it was time to move on, to live out the life he had sought so long to create. He knew there were many in the colony who carried burdens much worse than the ones he had struggled with, and he devoted himself to easing their suffering wherever he could. He only ever took up arms again to defend the defenseless. Unshackled from a lifetime of striving and fighting the universe and himself, Vicar Maximilian de Soto was finally at peace. Though Parvati eventually grew comfortable aboard the Unreliable, she never quite came out of her shell. She seemed to prefer the company of Ada to the crew, and she could often be found neck-deep in cables and grease, telling Ada funny stories from her childhood. While the colony fell into chaos, she found an island of relative peace with Ada, and they formed an unusual bond. She decided to remain aboard the Unreliable permanently as its chief and sole engineer. Nyoka returned to Monarch to take another crack at making a permanent life for herself. She formed the Charon Group, a mercenary outfit of ragtag survivalists and wilderness experts. Anyone in need of a guide or just looking to throw back a beer and swap stories could find her camping on the trail or clearing an infestation. The SAM unit that accompanied you spread awareness of the product line's superior sanitation and maintenance capabilities across what was left of the colony. This led to a boost in SAM unit sales. Did you know that SAM units are the longest-lasting, toughest-acting cleaning solution in Halcyon? Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it. It was widely suspected that Sophia Akande was the true power behind Chairman Rockwell. However, after the riots on Tartarus, she was never again seen in the colony. Various theories circulated as to her fate. Some believed she boarded an interstellar ship capable of journeying to a distant colony. Others believe she died trying to escape Tartarus. Some few suggest she fled to Monarch, where she continued to live among a small band of loyalists. There is another theory, which suggests that Sophia's encounter with you changed her, and she deliberately retreated from public view, but continued supporting the colony in secret. When Dr. Wells began reviving the Hope's colonists, he found himself with a sudden windfall of additional supplies and resources, courtesy of an anonymous donor. If Wells knew who his supplier was, he never told a soul. As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. Though he was always haunted by the failures of his past, he was determined to make things right by building toward the future. Dr. Wells was able to revive many more scientists and engineers than he first expected, thanks to the additional batch of chemicals you stole from the Ministry. Wells never forgot about the human lives that were lost in acquiring these chemicals. The revival project was hard and painful work, but in the end, despite limited resources, over half the Hope's colonists were successfully revived. Even after Wells passed away, the Hope scientists and engineers worked night and day to pull Halcyon from the brink of collapse. Their efforts continue to this day, which may be reason enough for optimism. Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived. Life will never be the same in Halcyon. It is widely agreed that the colony has a chance of stabilizing within a generation, owing to the hard work and determination of the surviving colonists. Recovery is a distant goal, and the path is long and uncertain. But the people of Halcyon carry on, determined as ever. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? Long after Wells passed away, you carried on his work with more energy, determination, and brilliance than he could ever muster. The years that followed were hard, but Halcyon survived by the efforts of the Hope's most promising colonists, the greatest of which was you. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was a game. That was awesome. That was a very Fallout New Vegas ending there with the kind of slideshow. That was so much fun. That was a great game. I really, really, really enjoyed it. There was some things, definitely have some regrets. Wish I could have done things differently. Wish I could have done some more side quests. But I got kind of screwed up when I went into Minister Clark's house, you know. Wish I could have gotten, I mean, what, I did Nyoka for the the crew quest. I did Max, Nyoka, Felix, and I guess I never finished Parvati off, and then I didn't do Ellie. I don't think there was one for Ellie, and then I never got one for Sam because I never used him. So I wish I could have gotten, you know, Parvati and Jin Lee together more so. I guess that's a thing I could have done. I don't know. definitely a game that I'm gonna replay again. That was a really, really fun experience. Just it's not Fallout, but it's kind of exactly what you want Fallout to have developed into in terms of the gameplay and the mechanics that they've added for the RPG elements. So hats off to Obsidian for making an absolutely fantastic game that I most definitely will play again. And hats off to you if you've watched any of the videos. If you watched one video for 10 seconds because you accidentally clicked on it, or if you've watched the entire series. It really means a lot to me. Thank you so very much. I have been Kotka. If you liked it, leave a like. If you really liked it, maybe subscribe. Got a lot more coming on this channel. A lot of stuff coming. And the next, well, and after this, there's going to be a lot of stuff coming. So thank you so very much. You have a great day and take care.